YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha, back in the build for another last Cloudia live stream. What's going on, y'all? We got some homies in the build, and I see you. Kingdom Kid, always showing up, my man. Boomdock's baby, feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Meaty, what's going on, little kitty cat? It has been a minute, y'all. I am sorry. Your boy Buddha has disappeared yet again. But it's good to be back in front of the camera, doing a little live stream, because that's what we do when we run out of content ideas. Not that I've run out of content ideas, more so that your boy has been very preoccupied. Boomdock's baby been super busy. I feel that, my man. And no worries. I understand how life gets. Denji is in the house. Sheeta Kane. What's going on, y'all? As I was saying, your boy's been pretty busy. And I was going to show you why. I think a lot of you already know why. But let's go ahead and get these login bonuses almost done. For the month of February, it's crazy. We're already 2 months into 2022. Insanity, y'all. Insanity. I'll go ahead and click. You can see that ranking. Can y'all see that ranking real quick? Can you see that crazy time right there? I miss you too, Kingdom. Believe me, I do. We have been trying to hold this freaking top spot, and oh my goodness gracious. We got some competition, y'all. And I imagine it is not over. But I need to take a little breather from it so we can get into some other game plan last Cloudia so that we don't burn ourselves out. Oh, the video will come after ranking, Kingdom, of course. Of course, that's how it will go. I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're not trying to do anything cheesy. We're not trying to do any funny business here in Tower of Trials. We just want to clear the thing quickly. Right? I only want to be live for about 3 hours. Whoa, did I almost hit start from floor 1? I'm crazy. I'm crazy like that. We're going to go ahead and skip to floor 49. I don't have enough. I don't have enough gate spheres, everyone. That's what happens when you forget to finish Tower of Trials in its entirety. We only got to floor 65 out of 90 last month. So that is my bad. So with 33 orbs, how far can we get to 30? Oh, so we can't skip the annoying stuff. I might as well start from the ground up. That's unfortunate. Undefinable. What's going on, homie? Good to see you. A loyal BoodaFam member. Still got the Buddha badge. You're on month, what, 3 is the yellow Buddha badge right now? Or month 4? It's craziness. I think it's month 3. But I know you're approaching 4 months, which is just nuts. So you already know. You already know. I got nothing but love for you, my man. Always good to see you. Did you make Tweaks not participate so you can take number 1? Well, Sheeta, Tweaks can't participate in the actual rankings because the boy's shadow banned, right? He's never actually ranked. He has just gotten the best time, which still holds true because I think he's at 1 minute 8 seconds. So I'm very proud that I've been able to get the time that I have currently. But considering how much fine-tuning it now takes to even attempt to get a better record, 3 seconds is like so far ahead of what I feel I could pull off. But we're going to try. It's Dojo. Speaking of time trials, I know the homie Dojo going for that top 30 spot. Where are you at right now? Where are you at right now? Oh, it's always a good time when I get to use Ardeen. That's why I'm excited to do this spontaneous tower stream. Because I was in another situation where the time trial is taking up my life, right? It's consumed my soul. So I'm not getting anything done outside of like waking up and then just trying to get better times. So I'm like, here I go, another day without getting on my video grind. But then we were able to pull off that 111, and I said, you know what? We're going to take some time because I got to connect with the Buddha gang. I've been missing. I miss you guys. And live streams are usually just the best way for me to feel like we're hanging out. I got the homies with me. And so I decided, let's go ahead. I got my hair cut today. You can see, but Buddha's got a little fresh cut going on. So I said, after that, I'll be looking nice and sharp. Let me jump on the live stream and see what people are up to. Because LC's kind of dead, y'all. This long-ass ranking period, right? Because 10 days of ranking is unheard of. But it's not coincidence. Apparently, there's a Japanese holiday going on. So they didn't plan on doing an actual update this week, which is why I think this whole time trial has just been extended for as long as it has. So it's quite nuts. What is Ardeen doing? Is he casting his charisma? Is that what's going on? Yeah, that's what he's doing. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Cody, sub to that nifty channel. That's right. Thank you. Interested to see what's next. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, Cody. That's been another thing doing this time trial, is that I have not been posting on that channel like I should be, especially since it's a new venture. But I am going to keep on going, right? I'm just trying to forgive myself for what I feel like I'm lacking right now, right? In video output, I'm like, listen, we can snag the top spot so it's documented in the last Cloudia career. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Did I dye my hair? I didn't dye my hair, no. There's a fun thing that you have to deal with whenever you are working with cameras, and that is lighting. So depending on many different settings that you wouldn't really think about until you are configuring them, can change. Oh no, this needs to, I'm not down with that song. It can change how I look. It can change the complexion of my skin, make me look tanner, make me look even more pale than I already am, which is kind of what's happening right now. Can make my hair look a lot more red and or dark or light, as you are saying. And if you go back and watch like all my, and it's specifically with the green screen, I should say. And so if you go back and watch like multiple videos, I can understand why you think I'm dyeing my hair every other video. Because sometimes I just turn the webcam on, and even though there's no change in the lighting, it just doesn't start with the same settings. So then I gotta start from scratch, and I end up looking a different way. Like, with the green screen has really brought out my ginger, as you guys can tell, right? People have always told me I'm strawberry blonde, and I've always been like, what do you mean? I just have darkish blonde hair. But now that I've done this green screen, I'm like, oh yeah, there's some red. There is some red on my face. So, BoodaFish gets some high CRI lights. Oh geez, I need to write this down. I busted out a notebook. I found it while I was doing some spring cleaning. So it's actually been very handy to jot things down so I don't forget them. All right, let me get where I want to go. I got my pen right here. You said high CRI lights. To get, high CRI lights. Okay. I will look those up, or tell me what's so special about these high CRI lights. Dojo said not close started today. Listen, it's definitely a different venture this time trials than other ones. Hence why your boy is actually now in the top ranks. But you almost have to like luck your way into finding out what to do, because the ability to control is stripped away, right? With this auto battle, you now can't do UARC skills. You can't do those. You can't activate ultimates on command. You can't activate spells on command. You can't do anything on command, which is tough. Definitely tough. Color rendering index. Higher it is, the more detail you'll see under the light. Basically makes everything look better. Okay, I like the sound of that. Right now I just have a basic, TikToker ring light. I do have a nice light actually under me here, as you can see. There you can see the brightness. In order to do the backlighting, I have a, Elgato lighting. I don't actually know what kind of light it is, but I have the thing. Maybe I can find out if it's CRI. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's like a tiny little instruction manual. Everyone, here you go. Backwards. I can't see anything. This doesn't tell me anything. This is just a lot of different languages that I don't know. It's German. I don't even know what that is. Interesting. Nope, doesn't give me much here. Does not give me much here. I think this is just like instructions on how to do certain things, but it doesn't tell me exactly what it is. But it's nice. It's a good light. It's definitely an upgrade from the ring light, but I think probably CRI is the next step up. Man, listen, never taking for granted my ability to control units again. I know many people are not enjoying. They're not enjoying the process of even trying to understand the AI in this game, because even when you understand it, it's not guaranteed, is all I will say. So I don't blame you. Like I said, you kind of have to like luck your way into something happening, so then you realize, oh, like that can happen. It doesn't happen every time, but that can happen. So how do I either try and make that more consistent or better? And that's been the process of me doing this, which has been cool. And then it's nice when it actually works, right? You try something and then it actually works. It's very rewarding. Very rewarding, but it is just because it's kind of it intuitively seems like a much less sweaty type of grind. It is still a grind, if I say so. Ryan Brock, aka Calfa Knight, the homie, the squadron leader, is in the building. Everybody, what's going on, my friend? How are you doing today? How's life? What have you been up to? I know I see you chatting sometimes in Discord, but I feel like you've been busy IRL, man. It's my gut feeling based on how often I see you around. Denji, you have that problem. Dirty blonde hair on your head, but reddish facial hair. Apparently it's some European heritage thing. Well, that makes sense. I think I have ancestors from Poland. I have ancestors from England. I think I have ancestors from Ireland, which would make the most sense. But I don't think it's a lot of Irish. I always wanted to do one of those heritage things. You know, if you believe that they take your DNA and use it to make clones, fair enough. I don't think I'd mind too much. So I've always wanted to do it and just see what, who knows how accurate it is, but it still seems fun nonetheless. I'd like to see what percentages I get back. And like, how does that actually work? I'm sure they give you some kind of guide to understand it in a very basic way, how it works. Right? DNA is kind of fascinating, and I don't actually know the science behind it. Oh my goodness. So this is our first tower that we are now having to start from floor 1 again. And let me just say, I can't think about it, or else I'm going to want to stop the stream. But then how will we tell your clone apart from you? Listen, you won't. And that's the beauty of it. Because then I can do multiple things. Assuming I have control of my clone. That's the thing. Like, it'd be dope if they were like, yo, thanks for submitting your DNA. We ran the tests we needed to. Here's your clone. Just a gift from us. And then I could have him either stream whenever I gotta take Lady Buddha on a date, or I can send him to run errands while I do more videos and streaming myself because I actually enjoy it. I don't know, man. The versatility seems like it's there. Seems like it's there, especially for me. Especially when I think about how useful it would be for me. Double Buddha means double the content, quite literally, Mr. Merity. Meaty. I said Merity because that's crazy how the brain works, doesn't it? We've got Merity all over the place right now. And I saw M-E and Y. And I thought you were Mr. Merity. Psychology is a weird thing. It is a weird thing, everyone. Speaking of clones, you'd pass for a less handsome Justin Timberlake clone. I say that as a compliment. Hey, listen, what is it called? Backhanded compliments? They're a thing. I'll take it. Justin Timberlake, hard to compete with that. So if I'm even in the realm of comparison, I guess, yes, I guess that's a net positive. Thank you, Denji. But what about him and Lady Buddha? I know, it's weird, right? Because you're it's like, is that kind of like cheating? Like, because... But listen, I trust myself, you know? I trust myself. And how does it work? Is it kind of like, would your clone be like AI? So it, like advanced AI where it just learns? Or is it more programmed to like just be on command? Because then that would be something. Like, what if you could take your clone, especially with your partner, your significant other, and be like, listen, you're gonna take her on a date, you're gonna schmooze her, make her feel real good, and then when you get home, it's like wrestling, right? We're gonna tag out. You're gonna come do what I was doing, and I'm gonna go finish the night. You know what I'm saying? And would there be a telepathic connection? Because then you don't want to ruin it. Because like, what if your clone has a conversation and then she's like, oh, I loved how we talked about this, this, and this. What do you think of, what, do you remember something? Something we talked about? And then you're just like, and then you ruin it. But if you have that telepathy going on, then you'll know exactly what it is. Like, will I have the memories of my clone? There's so many questions. So many questions. I'd like to pretend that I would. So. But I think realistically it wouldn't work like that. I think you both have independent realities. Based on how I feel, my headcanon of cloning and how it works, I feel like you'd have I think you'd have different realities. Everywhere I go, I see her name. I mean, she scarred me this Valentine's Day. She scarred me last Valentine's. OG Merity, when she came out. That was a painful summoning process. What do I fall on? Pet cloning? I'm indifferent. I'm not much of a pet guy, guys. You know, if I want to be with Lady Buddha indefinitely, I'm going to have to get a dog. Because I just know, like, it's just going to be part of the compromise, right? You got to figure out which compromises you want to make in relationships. And I've grown up with dogs, so it's not something new. But with that being said, I also understand everything that comes, the responsibility of owning a pet. That's something I don't necessarily want. But I do understand, like, the value. What the heck, Medine? You can chill out real quick. I do understand the value of the companionship and the unconditional love that a pet can give. Except cats. I don't think cats are very conditional in their love. But dogs, they're like the definition of unconditional love. So I get it. But with all that runaround story being said, I don't have an opinion on pet cloning. Because like I said, I'm just kind of indifferent to pets altogether. All work and no play makes a dull clone? What do you mean undefined? Are you saying that I would need to let him have fun? I would need to let the clone have fun? Buddha can't just settle with cloning himself. He's got to add mutant powers. Listen, man. I've got a vivid imagination, okay? You give me a scenario, I think of many possibilities. And my ideal one. Came in on some deep combo, Russell says. What's going on, Hobie? I haven't seen the squad in a minute. I've been MIA. I miss y'all, so it's good to see the familiar names as they pop up. Even with Lady Buddha, or at least get him another girl. See, that might be trickier. Because then would, like, Lady Buddha feel some type of way? That she would see me. She would see me. There's no physical difference. She would see me with another woman. Regardless of the actual technicalities. That might bring up a whole list of problems on its own. I think we would definitely stick with Lady Buddha, right? Unless Lady Buddha clones herself. I gotta stop. I mean, like, whoa. Okay. Let me just stop. I don't think so, Denji, because the identical twins, there's still like a distinct difference, right? There's still a distinct difference. When every identical pair of twins that I've known, they I can tell the difference after probably a set amount of time. I don't want to just say like a week, because I don't actually know. But after a certain amount of time of knowing identical twins, I've always been able to tell the difference. So there is distinction there. With a clone, I mean, you're talking about in my head, you're talking about the exact same person. Mannerisms, looks, same mole on the butt cheek. Like, everything is the exact same. There's no distinguishable difference. If you cloned yourselves, that's guaranteed. Listen, Denji, I'm not going to say it, but you typed it. So, amen. This is getting like Stepford Wives. I don't know what that is, but I'm laughing because I'm sure if I did, it would be very funny. Oh my gosh. Yep, even with... no, you said also what's to stop him from claiming to Lady Buddha that he's the real Buddha. Now we're getting into like... Now we're getting into some plot twists, right? Anyone watch Naruto, right? Wasn't there a whole filler episode where all the shadow clones were saying they were the real Naruto? There was mass confusion amongst them. I'm sure that would be a thing. Well, here's the thing. Now, here's the thing. If we're going to assume that clones don't share memories and telepathy with their original, you would just have to know a fact. You would just have to know a fact from before the clone existed. Because the clones, unless it learned, right, you'd have to identify a fact that has never been spoken about and that the clone has never actually learned about and can't pretend. That's how you get around that. I'm just trying to have an all-time sparring partner. One shall stand, one shall fall. I don't know, bro. I feel like that would be psychologically Something would happen if you like killed yourself. Something, I feel like you'd tilt yourself at that point. It wouldn't be good. You'd need one in between, actually. What do you mean you'd need one in between? What if I was a clone all along? Listen, there are a lot of influencers. There are a lot of famous people. I don't know if anyone's gone down those rabbit holes, but those conspiracies, man, they can be convincing. Like Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane after prison, after he got out of jail, Gucci Mane has some distinct differences, y'all. This is the plot of that Jet Li movie, The One. Oh, that's a fitting title. There can only be one. You need, because the clone would know everything from before, but not the present in your scenario. Well, that would be the opposite assumption of what I said. Right? So you're assuming that the clone is brought in. The clone is brought in. So here's what I would do. But you'd have to anticipate. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead of what I'm saying. Okay, so we're assuming that when you get cloned, your clone comes in, right? Your clone comes into life with all of the memories up until the point that the DNA was taken. Okay? We can all agree there? So if we assume that, then I see what you're saying. Like, they know everything from the past of when they were created. So, what I was going to say is that with that in mind, the caveat is if you know that the clone is being created, like I would establish with Lady Buddha a password, right? Just a single word or a phrase, some kind of passphrase, kind of like crypto wallets, right? Like when you get your MetaMask, when you get your crypto coins, and you got to get that wallet with that 17-part randomized wording. That's what you would need to establish before you got your clone. Because you would set that, right? You'd submit your DNA. So now all the memories from that point and before, you know that they're concurrent. So then right after you send the DNA, you would come up with this secret code. And that would be the only surefire way. Memories aren't linked to DNA though, exactly, Denji, which is why I thought and I figured that you wouldn't be brought in with the clone wouldn't be brought in with memories. It would be just a blank slate. It would be you as a baby, no? It'd be you as a baby, mentally. Like, wouldn't know how to talk yet, but it would learn in a very similar way that you learned from a baby up until you became the age at which you cloned yourself. However, what does that difference look like? Having the development physically of where you were when you submitted your DNA, but yet having the mental of a newborn. What's happening? Why have I been talking about this for 30 minutes? Oh no, they could be programmed in. Yeah, maybe genetically it's you, but life experience would dictate memories and whatnot, personality, etc. But wouldn't the clone be able to figure out your passcode since it is you? Like an episode of Doctor Who, people were making clones that ended up turning on them. I don't think it could figure out the password. It's too random. It's not like you can't discern a passcode. I don't think it would work like that. It could have some muscle memory at least. That's probably where you and a clone of yourself would begin to diverge. The experiences would branch from that point. In an attempt to get away from the clones, one came up with a password, but the clone knew it since they think the same. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think the chances of that are very, very slim. Very, very slim. Because what if I just have Lady Buddha come up with it, right? Then that gets around that logic. On the bright side, viewership has gone up. My God. People aren't even here to see the actual game that this channel represents. It's just about what random conversations can we come up with and discuss as a community. Oh, clothing. I didn't realize how much of a debate, or like a discussion, not really a debate, but I didn't realize how much of a discussion that talking about clones could be. And I think it's a very, very likely possibility in the future, y'all. Whoa, it's OG Eliza. Her special is really cool. Really, really cool. Sadly, we're just way too early in this tower for it to mean anything. People like clone talk. Apparently. Buddha's Contemplative Hour. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to your hour of Contemplative Buddha, where we discuss hot topics. Today, on the to talk about list is cloning. When will we see it? Is it already here? And what does it entail? Stay tuned to find out more. Imagine if a year from now, that's how we hit 1 million subscribers. We start a talk show about random ass conspiracy topics. Like a radio show. Shall I still going after a magic damage dealer even though I got Loug Zeus? What's up, Gelato? Levi, Loug Zeus, Loug Zeus, and MS Tyria. Oh my gosh, Mangekyo Sharingan Tyria? Holy crap. Yeah. I mean, now is when you should look for a new role, right? Because you have two of the best physical DPS characters. You have the best support character. So now you're going to need a magic damage dealer to fill the void in future content. So yes, you should be looking for a nice little magic damage dealer. Lucky for you, there's one available. Guaranteed for 30k. Shift Eliza, who's absolutely exceptional right now. You could pick her up if you didn't already spend all your gems on something else. Angela has been making the story auto so smooth and easy, as she should. Yep, she is definitely, I'd say, I would argue Angela is, I can't say the best. I would say the most useful rainbow mage in the game is Angela, right? Because even though Maja is the clear best, quote-unquote, for magic DPS, Angela, she's just a fast caster. She has no attribute attack magic. She is super versatile with her ability to do AoE, right, with her no attribute, and then also do stackable magic on top of that. So yeah, Angela, she's incredible. She is incredible. Buddha, have you considered a separate channel just for reactions like anime, music, movies, music? So I considered Twitch to be my source for that. Anytime I wanted to do anime reactions or just just chatting, I think that's what everyone does. It would be Twitch. I wouldn't do a channel necessarily for it, unless the Twitch streams got so much traffic that I felt it would be valuable to then document the recordings for a YouTube channel. But that's how I'd probably start if I did that on a consistent basis. It would be live reactions on Twitch. YouTube, I really want to keep it concise, right? So our main channel is Last Cloudia. I think it's going to stay Last Cloudia. And if I decide to not do Last Cloudia anymore, I don't know. But if I want to diverge into something else, like the NFT gaming space, right? I now have a separate channel for that I'm going to try and build up. rather than try and mash it all. That's the current thing right now. YouTube doesn't like channels that are kind of new, like mine, that are very all over the place. They want focused content, return viewers, specific topics, relatable tags. That's what they like. That's what the YouTube algorithm likes. Don't even need to control her most of the time. She just does it. I think you should do a series on anime reactions, would be a good source of traffic. Listen, I know that there's definitely a community for it, right? Like we could reach a brand new audience doing anime reactions. I'm gonna, oh, goodness gracious. I feel like I want to take off the anima just because it's wasted time that he's casting it, but at the same time, I kind of just don't care. So yeah, I've definitely considered it. I just don't. I'd have to work it in my routine. I'd have to work it into a new routine. Like right now, I think my current routine's becoming wake up 6:30, get my last Cloudia video filmed for the day, post it up by 10:30, between 10:30 and 12, then record or work on a video for the NFT gaming channel, and then get that up by 6:30. But I don't know. I also think that it's if I am going to really take a second channel seriously, it's time to get an editor. It's time to get an editor, y'all. And what's awesome is I did have a viewer in Tweaks' live stream. Your boy did a little feature on one of Tweaks' grinding sessions. We were just in the podcast channel chatting while we grinded some multiplayer gates. And I brought up that I was really thinking about looking for an editor. And one of the viewers offered and DM'd me. And maybe Buddha's first ever video editor outsourced, which is exciting, but would also actually realistically allow me to take on other ventures or other projects without slowing down too much on what we currently have going on, right? Because even when I was talking about that routine, right, one video on this channel, one video on the NFT channel, because that's about my max output. On crazy days when I'm just extremely productive for no reason, I've done 4 videos in a day, but 3 videos is usually like a really, really good day. But that will happen usually on like Last Cloudia news days, right? Big collab news. So we'll get the character reveals, we'll get the in-game notice, maybe a 3rd video to discuss something that was said in the community. On a day like that, you know, I'm not getting another channel. I'm not getting the NFT video up. But what if some big news happens over there at the exact same time? So I feel like with an editor, then all I have to do is record and then I send it off. But then that's another thing to consider, is that with that step, because there's something to be said about the fact that I have everything in-house, right? I have all the footage on this computer. I have all the software on this computer. So editing it and posting it, it's all local. When you outsource, you're talking about transferring files. You're talking about the communication, right? What if something comes up with your editor and they're not able to send the file as quickly as you want them to after they're done with it? So you lose that control. But I think once you figure out how to make it work, that's when you see the benefits for sure. Okay, what's been going on? Because I just ranted for a minute. Gelato says, you got Regnify Eliza to MDPS, so I could go with her. She's top ranked, but then I have to choose between Levi and Loug Zeus. I see what you're saying. You're talking about a core 3. Well, here's the thing. You're gonna get into. I wouldn't think about it like that, right? Because you're gonna face certain hurdles in this game where, like, you're gonna take on a physical damage immune enemy. So then at that point, neither Loug Zeus or Neither Loug Zeus or Levi can do anything. You're just going to see a bunch of ones on the screen and not understand what's happening. And so in that case, by having Eliza, you can switch her in and then progress through that. So, if I were you, choosing between Levi and Loug Zeus is tough. It's definitely tough. I think you need less, it's too late now, but the play for you would have been to get Levi built up during the collab, then build Spirit Maiden Tyria, then build Regent of Fire Eliza, then build Loug Zeus. That's the order I would have gone in, personally. But it's too late for that, so we're talking about nothing. I would focus on upgrading Levi, because I think he has the best. He has the best to make him work well without a lot, if that makes sense. Loug Zeus, right? You need dual wield, you need machine equip, or any weapon equips. You need all of the weapon equips. You need dual wield. You need a lot of SCT sustain skills. Levi has a lot in his board that's going to help him look really good very early. So I would, if you're like splitting resources between the two, I would stop. I would focus everything on Levi. Then I would also side focus on Spirit Maiden Tyria. And then when you're done with Levi, I would switch to Regent of Fire Eliza. If I was in your shoes, that's what I would do. Alfredo, hi there, BoodaFish. I just started Last Cloudia 2 weeks ago and love your content and advice. I love that you're here during this live stream, bro. Thanks for coming. And I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that my videos still help. I haven't really done any helpful videos in a while because they take a little extra effort than just like either doing live streams or posting about Last Cloudia news. So, well, that's not true. I've been going ham on those build videos, but those feel very like singular, focused on a character. So it's not the same as like my general guides. Can't wait for Elden Ring. Oh yeah. I see it every day in my Discord. Every day I see talk about Elden Ring. Shout out to Karatsume. See, like right there, look at that. No magic or no damage. Like what happened? Ardeen just blitzed him and then the damage stopped. Well, that's because this dude goes from physical damage immune to magical damage immune. So we're going to do Holy Bolt. And then look at that. Oh, snap. Now he's going to die. It's a beautiful thing. Problem is the LC scene isn't that big. Oh, absolutely, yeah. In terms of like growing as a YouTuber, yeah, no. Last Cloudia can't bring in, especially global Last Cloudia can't bring in the traffic for me to sustain YouTube as a full-time thing. No. I have to branch out. That's why I'm excited to get into the NFT gaming space, because even though that's not, I don't think the NFT gaming is big yet. I think that has a ton of potential right now. So then go with Levi, Eliza, Spirit Maiden, Tyria, Gelato. Yes. I mean, yeah. Again, I feel like you're really focused on the core three, but in the beginning of the game, that makes sense. And I was at that point too. But yes, that would be my recommendation personally. And then as you progress to endgame, you're going to get more resources that actually make Loug Zeus into the beast that he is. So then you can work on him and add him as an actual asset to your account. Loug has bonus up right now on AP and EXP because he is on banner right now, which helps. That's true too. So, I mean, listen, it's your call. Again, training field will return, and granted, Loug Zeus might not have the bonus. I think even if you level up Loug Zeus right now, I still think Levi would be the better character to help you progress further in story, which of course just you reap all those benefits. Levi's fully done except second row awakening. Second row awakening. What's the second row? You may not have sandworm. I focus on getting a single DPS max, then get SM maxed. Then worry about anything else. Yeah, so if you have Levi maxed, I would just I'd shift focus and get shift Eliza up. So what do you think, filler banner or collab? I think a collab rerun for sure. The filler banner was the Ultra DOH. That's the filler banner right now. It's too weird that all of this ends on the 27th, which is like a Sunday. It's too weird. Kevin, what's going on, man? How you doing? Awesome, I'll do that. Thanks a lot, guys. You're awesome. Hey, you're awesome for being here, my man. Appreciate you. Glad we can give you a roadmap, because it is important. I know the struggles of early game. I know the struggles. I remember them well. So max out Levi, max out as Interia, and then Eliza as Buddha said. Yes. Always looking forward to new videos. Will do. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Gelato. Pierre, I just meant to level Loug to 110 so that it's done. Can be a pain at other times. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I can't fault that logic, right? It's just, what are your priorities, I guess. And for me, if I was at Gelato's stage in the game, I'd just push Levi. I'd use all my orbs to use EXP AP on Levi. That's what I would do, like I did with Crystal Gorton. Volt, what's going on? Alright, I'm caught up with chat, so that's a problem, because now I gotta start just talking. And what do we talk about? I kind of put the clones discussion to rest. I just felt myself going down a rabbit hole that I didn't feel like I could maintain. Oh, it's hot, everyone. It is hot in the Buddha household. I need to turn on the air. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go turn on the air and just keep this door open real quick. So BRB. We're back. I had this freaking place at 77 degrees, y'all. No wonder, and I'm wearing sweatpants. No wonder I felt like I was in a sauna. My little funny brain. Volt, so how you doing? I'm doing great, my friend. It feels good to be here, chilling with you guys, having the chat active. This is always just a good way for me to feel like I'm connected with you guys, right? Because as I've mentioned, the video output hasn't been as much as it usually is. Usually I'm just working on videos every weekday. But with this time trial going on, that has literally eaten up all my focus. So it's good that I can do this, because it's important to consistently, I feel like, connect with you guys through a video or a live stream. So I haven't done one of these live streams in a while, and I kind of stopped doing these Tower of Trials live streams because they just become so repetitive. I mean, people, I know like a lot of you guys will make it out and just chill with me when you can, which is awesome. But I'd usually rather just do a video, especially because that helps with just the channel analytics altogether. So with me not being able to do that, I was like, what can I do, right? What can I do? I was like, let's bring back a Tower of Trials live stream, because I got to get it done. It gives me a little break from going sweaty try-hard mode on the time trial. And, yeah, here we are. So it's good. Oh, here's some comments. Goodness gracious. Are you into crypto at all? Yeah, Gelato. I started an NFT gaming channel, Nifty Buddha. You can find it. I have it. I need to link it in my actual channels, but you can find it in the pinned comment of like my last 3 videos or 2 videos. I would anticipate a dead week this week. I think Barlene mentioned JP is celebrating a holiday of theirs. Yes, Cal. I think I brought that up before you got in here. We gambling on the expect collab return? What you mean we gambling? Do you mean like we're spending money? That would be an issue for me because I was... I know I said that I would be able to have a collab fund, but this is a little too quick of a turnaround for your boy. The YouTube buddy isn't rolling like that. Like I need at least another month to get a nice chunk in order to pity collab units again. So we'll see. We'll see. So I played Quake 3 on the Oculus. Dude, Russell, bro. Oculus? VR gaming is one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in my life. My little brother's friend had one. And he was visiting my parents' house, and I went over there. And oh my gosh. That was amazing. It was amazing. That'd be funny if I did some Buddha VR content. Oh, goodness. This is a game. He should focus on fast clears. Yeah, I agree. What's up, Shamari GT? I'm going to call you GT. What's up with floor 81 plus gimping heals? Yeah, bro, you got to just deal the deeps. You got to get deep in the deeps in order to just kill everything so you don't have to heal. I like your auto defensive PvP team. Can you make a guide? Kingdom says, bro, my auto team is, I don't know, bro. I think it's trash. I think it's trash. Oh, my goodness, my grandmother. Oh, goodness gracious. My poor grandmother. My birthday's coming up, y'all. My birthday's in 2 days. So I need to, like, let the family know what I'm doing. Okay. Text message to grandma. She knows what's up. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Kingdom. We were talking about defensive. Listen, bro. I appreciate it, but listen, my auto defense team just gets clapped. It just gets clapped by everyone in the top 100. So I'm not confident making a guide for it. I think it would help. Like, it works against your everyday Last Cloudia player, but like it sucks compared to the sweats of the game, which I still don't feel confident enough to make a guide for it because of that. Can't wait to see what PlayStation does with the 2nd gen of their VR headset for sure. I hear it's a pet peeve of mine to have units at 103. Oh, Pierre, believe me, I'm OCD as well, so I understand that. The coffee pot is awfully hot. That awfully hot coffee pot. That coffee pot is awfully hot. That awfully hot coffee pot. That's a tongue twister. Happy to hear you're back in the gym with your past videos. I've been a personal trainer for over 10 years, so feel free to ask you any questions. Yes, sir. Had to get the Buddha bicep again, man. I had to work on it. It's still, they're a little more, my arms are still a little more stickly than I would like them to be, but it has felt great to get back in the gym on a consistent basis. That's dope. I have a lot of buddies that are into fitness, so I know how much work that takes. So kudos for being in there 10 years with that. Sharp for the stream, Bonds Greed says. What's going on? I got the little... I shaved, right? Got the fresh cut. Had to show up for y'all. It's been a minute. I have that pet peeve too, but I wouldn't make a priority for early game, for sure. Some Buddha VR content. You down? You guys are down? I'm pretty hysterical with that VR headset on. I'm not even going to lie. Wireless VR is really fun. I have a Quest 2, and it's amazing how easily you can forget you're playing a game. It's actually insane. Yes, it is actually insane how real Even though everything's virtual, you're literally there. It's wild. Thank me later. Thank me later. I know you're smart enough to do your own research. Wait, what'd you say, Gelato? I missed. Are you into crypto at all? Oh, gotcha. Wait, why will I thank you later? Oh, did you send me some stuff on Discord? That's probably why. Bolt says, Pog, what up? Deuce, boy, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. Hold on. I got to check the rankings because, listen. Oh, I saw this too, and I thought we were ranked 2. Guys, I get anxiety now. This is why, this is the only time trial that I want to compete in. I don't want to do any more. Because I actually get anxiety thinking about if I'm not 1. Where are we at? Okay, we're still holding that spot. Okay. Sorry. Whew, I can breathe. That was very random, I know. But that's what'll happen throughout the day. I'll just randomly get anxious and check my spot. And lo and behold, today has been a battle. Gilga and Jawline last night went crazy. Then I woke up this morning and got a 113 and was like, okay, yes, we're good. And then I look back and freaking Gilga takes the number 1 spot at 112 again. And I was like, oh, here we go. So, like I said, we still have 5 days. So, I imagine there's still a lot of grinding to go. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Volt. Appreciate y'all. How old am I turning? 27, y'all. 27. It's weird. I know Les Cloudia, has players from 18 to, 40. Because that's what my YouTube analytics say. So I'm kind of, in the middle. But still, I'm sure everyone who is 27 or older can relate to when you start getting into the late 20s. You're like, whoa. Whoa. I think especially, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I can recall certain ages that felt like turning points in my life. And then I kind of identified as that age for multiple years after that. Does that make sense? So, for example, when I turned 16, I felt like I was 16. And then I didn't feel... When I was 17, I still felt like I was 16. Then when I turned 18, I felt like I was 18. And then I felt 18 until I was 22. Am I making sense, or do I need to go see a psychiatrist? And then from 22, what age? I think I still feel like I'm 22, y'all. So I'm about to turn 27 and I still feel like I'm 22. No, that's a lie. 25. 22. Once I hit 25, I felt like a 25-year-old version of myself. And now I'm going on to 27 and I still feel like I'm 25. Right? That's the age I keep thinking I am when people ask. Let's see what's going on. How am I feeling about Sheeta these days? You were hyped for him a bit on release, not anymore. Listen, Sheeta is still incredible. He's still incredible. It's just now I have tools in my account that Sheeta's not the best possible character that I can use for a lot of the things I do now. So I don't use him. But I still think he's a dope unit. I'm just now at a point where it's it's all about efficiency, depending on what I'm doing in this game. And Sheeta is he's just not there. But he's still top tier, no doubt, and a very, very fun unit to use. But now you have Crystal Gorm, I know, and he's ready. He's almost ready. I think I have 50 more Mother Souls to get on him, and then his ward is done. And then I was thinking about doing a video build guide on him, because I don't have one of those new formats where I showcase how to build a tank. So I think he'd be a great character to make that video for. So hopefully you guys will want to see that too. All you have to do is research Richard Hart on YouTube and watch him. You'll learn what I'm talking about. Okay, beautiful. Any advice on a team for story currently running Lily, Crystal Gorman to Grow? Just pulled Princess Punch Leona. Interesting. Well, as much as I despise Leona, because of how limited your roster sounds, Leona's definitely better physical DPS than DeGrogue. Hands down. Like, until you have dual wield and cap raising gear and end game gear, DeGrogue is not even on the same level as Leona. Leona, you're going to get way more damage out of her early on. So Leona, I'd say replace for DeGrogue. Then who'd you say? Lily? She's really outdated. I wouldn't spend too much materials on investing in her, personally. And who else did you say? Crystal Gorm? Yeah, Crystal Gorm. Fan favorite. So build him. He's an easy support. Can be a healer if you just give him some healing spells. High level magic chant. I don't know if he comes with that innately. I don't think he does, but he provides that defensive support for your main character that you're going to be using. So definitely I'd say Leona Crystal Gorm is already a just super solid duo to start out for story clearing. And then Lily can be there, but she's just so outdated now. Mr. Meaty's B-Day's on the 28th. Hey, freaking Pisces, baby. Pisces gang. You already know. You already know. What am I looking at? Major props on that first rank. Thanks, Russell. We're going to see if I can maintain it. That's the goal right now. It's like eBay. You want to wait until the last few minutes to get your best time. Seriously, yeah, it's like a bidding war. But at the same time, I've learned a lot about how time trials work. And my God, you don't really have that luxury. You don't really have that luxury if you want to do really good and get the top rank. You have to literally be doing it all day, every day, constantly trying to improve. Haven't attempted the time trial yet. Any good strats? Try Pez. Well, here's what I can tell you. Just for getting that initial clear, Maja is exceptional for getting the initial clear, right? To deal with a lot of the waves of enemies. X-Radia Maja was how I cleared it my first time. Well, that was actually how I got my first decent score of a minute 49. Maja was pretty essential. Or any good magic DPS, basically to hit all of the enemies on screen. But you have to be able to manipulate, right? You gotta have a good thunder spell, and obviously some decent damage with your magic DPS. TCLC, what's going on, G? Good to see you. Always good to see you, my friend. Sorry for the double post. I didn't notice a double post, bro. You don't have to apologize. Time flies as the years mount up. Really, they really do. Wait until you hit 35. Energy levels go down. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That energy peak. I don't know, man. I'm going to try and stay on top of that. I might go the Joe Rogan route and just like take some testosterone, right? Not freaking, not roid level, not like cycles, but just little doses of test in order to try and keep those energy levels up. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of science to back up that working. So we'll see. I definitely have to do more research there. I can confirm almost 42, Super Blue says. That's what I'm saying. That's cloudy. It's like it's a game. It's a game for the mature gamers, if that makes sense. Add kids into the mix and you're a zombie. Yeah. Believe me, I know. That's why I'm like, I need to make YouTube work. I need YouTube to work before a wedding, before kids, before a dog. I need YouTube to work. We got to figure out. We got to crack the code. Just like I cracked this time trials code, we got to crack the YouTube code, everybody. 3 boys and you feel that zombie mode. I bet 3 boys. I mean, my God. I had a little exposure to child care because my little brother was born when I was 15. So I was able, I played a big role in just infant care to toddler care. It is a whole ass job. It's a whole ass job. And so multiply that by 3, I can't. I mean, not that you had them all at the same time, but still. No matter it's work. Leona's main PDPS, yes. Crystal Gorm is good at PvP. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. What floor is this TCLC? I mean, I think I've done like 4 floors since you commented that. We're still in the early floors, man. I think we're somewhere in the 30s. I haven't even been keeping track. Leona can be a wonderful tank as well if you can get her key charge maxed out. Yes, I know she can be cool. I know she can be cool. I just will never use her. Booda, are you back in #1 spot in TT? Come on, Cal. Come on, bro. You think I'm just being casual with this grind right now? People are going to jump past me. I'm going to jump past them. Believe me. You've done it before, Volt. Oh, you have? Okay. Okay, thanks. I'm investigating. Are you talking about the test? I think you're talking about the testosterone. I'm assuming. Okay, thanks. I'm investigating in Gorm after I saw when you got him in the gacha. Yes. Gorm is so good because he can help be your support defensively, even for early game, and then end game when you really get invested into the arena. He's just top tier. Top tier. Tripez says he'll give it a shot. Wonderful. Kingdom Kid, anyone see the last episode of Arthur? It's mind-bending since the episode in Arthur is in the future. No, I haven't. I don't even know what show that is, bro. I may have to check it out. She said, should you invisible in Gorm? I'm assuming you're asking, should you invest in Gorm? Depends on where you're at with your character investments, right? Do you have kind of a core team all good to go? Because if so, then I'd say yeah. I'd say for sure. Oh, this is annoying. Logic, can you do something, bro? Oh my gosh, what's going on right now? If you're not really like super, if you don't have a big priority, like a Loug Zeus or a Levi or just a mainstay, if you don't have just a core damage dealer that you're working on right now, then yeah, I'd say it's never a bad time to invest in Gorm. Crystal Gorm, right? That's who we're talking about. Not OG Gorm. Crystal Gorm is the defensive god of the game currently. Arthur's one of the biggest Wait, Arthur? The animal thing with the glasses? That Arthur? That show's still going on? There's no way you're talking about that Arthur. There's no way. Oh, you're saying the last episode. I see. You're saying... No, I didn't. I never watched the last episode of Arthur. It's sad? What the heck? What do you mean? Oh, wow. I may have to... Maybe we should do... That'll be our first reaction, is the last episode of Arthur on Twitch. That would be great. That would be great. Alright, who do we want to kill? I think Zekis. You look nice and fragile. Let me shoot you in the face with a shotgun. Wait a minute, is he physically immune? He's got to be physically immune. Yeah, he had to have been physically immune. That'd be pretty funny. Show that's been running for 25 years and its last episode was today? What? That's nuts! Bro. Yeah. I watched that when I was a child. And read the books. That was a huge foundation, I feel like, in my life. That's insane that it's been going on this long. And it has a last episode. Is he the whole ass adult? That's weird. You just shoot people in the face with a shotgun, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, now we're getting to a pretty annoying... We're getting to an annoying part, right? We're going to be fighting... We gotta have a rainbow mage going on. Oh, I don't want to deal with this, man. I don't want to deal with this right now. How do we manage this? Does anyone have Gigaweek? Do you have Gigaweek? I don't think you do. You only have WAP. What about you, Sarah? Oh, yeah, she does. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So then we don't have to worry about, like, needing a rainbow mage for all of these spirits and BS. Oh, but what would be... I guess I should ask you guys. What would be some good animes to react to currently? I mean, obviously, like, paying attention to new releases is always a good idea. But I'm curious. I'm curious what you guys think. Or what you guys would want to see. Any new big things coming out? Because I don't keep up. I sadly don't keep up much with new anime releases anymore. Oh, Maja. Just cast it, please. Oh, and you're stunned? That's depressing. What's happening right now? Alright, we're going to take auto off. Why can't I kill you? 75 resistance to light. 100 resistance to light. And Sarah is stunned. How unfortunate. Well, we can do this. That'll work. Theopolis for the win, everyone. Targets the weakest attribute. Attack on Titan last season. That would be pretty relevant. That would be pretty relevant, huh? Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's great. Newest season was pretty nuts. I mean, I did love me some Demon Slayer, so. Yeah, this will work. This will work out just fine. The chat's tiny, right? Like, that chat is super tiny. That's a little too tiny. We gotta figure that out. Hold up. Alert box. Oh my god, she's stunned again. Why is it happening? Why is that happening? Ugh. It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. Okay, we need to give her some stun. And of course, no, these things are, nope, that's resistant by 100. Oh, yes, so wonderful. We like literally just have to wait out the stun. Oh, she's stunned again. Can they stop targeting her? This is about as torturous as it can get right now. I don't think I want to deal with this. I don't think I want to deal with this. Nope, look at that. We're forfeiting tower. Ugh. Dang it. I really don't want to use a gate sphere. Oh, you know what we can do? Well, you can't skip after you've started, right? That's not a thing. Dang. I was going to say, if we could just skip the 10 floors with like 11 spheres, I'm down. But sadly, no. Okay, we just have to remember to cast Gig a week immediately. Like, no hesitation. I'm just gonna have to queue up Holy Bolts. Yeah, riveting gameplay. Beautiful. Okay. Should be very manageable. As long as we don't get stunned with Sarah. I laugh every time you say a female unit has what? Come on. Come on. Why? What do you mean, bro? Why would that be funny? Come on, Maja. Pick up the pace just a little bit. Just a little bit. JB with the mad support, bro. Appreciate you. Glad you enjoy them. I hope they're helpful. Your boy put some work into them, so the feedback is always good to hear. Do I have 2 charismas in this team right now? I do. See, I try and give advice in videos, but then I'm just a scrub. So, apologies for the amateur hour we're going on right now. Oh, it feels nice. Oh, wow. Feels nice that I turned the air on, for sure. Maja. Do the thing. Thank you. X-Bet's just over there wasting all of her skill stock. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, a dragon. Yes, please. Ready? Here we go. Oh, he's dead. That's a lot of big caps, everybody. Ardeen versus a dragon is, I think it's my favorite thing in the game right now. During that multiplayer session grind with Tweaks, we were farming Purple Gate, which has a final dragon boss. And your boy was the designated Ardeen, and it was a great time. It was a great time. How to get Visionary Radiances. You really need to break level 100 on more characters. Super Blue. That's a tough one right there. Because there's no real way to grind them out, my friend. They're not farmable. They're very exclusive to event rewards. You can buy like 1 a month in the Crimson Ore Shop, which requires you to do many summons to get duplicates. And even then, I don't think it's really recommended that that's where you spend your Crimson Ore. Where else can you get Visionary Lights? You can get Radiances. You can get them from the Tower of Trials trade shop if you can farm up 1,500 medals every time the tower returns. So there's that. But sadly, my friend, they're not a farmable thing right now. Love when a dragon pops up and you're running Ardeen now. As you should, Russell. As you should. He's a man that turns into a god. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience. What's going on, everyone? How we doing? Oh, sorry. I know you're like a deity, right? And Guardian Angel Lukiel, she's like a divine soldier. Greyvein looks like a very weird mystical thing. But all it takes is a big shotgun. And you don't gotta worry about him. Don't gotta worry about nothing. Alright, we've got about an hour and 39 minutes exactly until this stream is scheduled to end. We are on floor 42. How long have we been streaming now? An hour and 21? So we've almost streamed halfway. I don't know if it's going to go any faster. I mean, we will get to a point where Maja's nuking is going to speed up things. So we'll see. We'll see if we're able to do all 90 floors in 3 hours. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that. Love that damage. Just love that S2. I'm so happy Ardeen is so relevant. He's so relevant. So it's so satisfying. Whoa, White Knight Melza. You can tank shotguns? Oh. Not that many. Not that many shotguns to the face. Makes sense though. I don't think a lot of things are built to tank multiple shotgun blasts directly aimed at your face. What could tank shotguns? Like in our reality. Obviously, you know, Thanos. Thanos could probably tank some shotguns. Maybe. I don't even know. Right? With the Infinity Gauntlet, he could. But I'm thinking like animals, right? I think everything dies. Like I was thinking of a rhino. That's dead, right? People hunt rhinos. So I don't think they're immune to bullets. I'm pretty sure everything dies to a shotgun. Oh, goodness gracious. So it makes sense. You know? It makes sense. Oh. She was facing the wrong way, everyone. Medine had her shield. She's like, I'm protecting myself. She didn't see the man with the shotgun standing behind her. And that's mistake number one. Oh, look at this guy with his katana. You know what's cooler than a katana? Shh. Oh! Oh! Shin said, sit down, youngin'. Sit down, youngin'. Listen, that's fine. Oh, and then Sevilla. Wow. Sorry. He did show me up, though. He beat me to the punch. He showed me up. That was embarrassing. Alright, I'm back. I just kind of had to self-reflect there. Just check myself, you know. Sometimes we just talk shit and life immediately gives you a little pow-pow. Alright, is this where it starts? What's the super annoying level? I can never remember if it's 47 or 48. With like the 9 waves of different elemental spirits. I always forget. Alright, who needs to die? Who needs to die? I think Luger. You need to go. Rommel. You're not... Oh, you are physically immune. How interesting. And then we can just take care of your girlfriend Lila, I guess. Oh, wait, what's going on? Is he... Oh, look at that. 100 resistance to light. Well, Giga Week solves that issue. Bye, Rommel. Oh, no. It wasn't enough. There we go. Interesting that you aren't running this on auto. Don't trust the AI? Nope. There's no reset button in Tower of Trials, my friend. There's no reset button here. Then we definitely wouldn't get this done in 3 hours. I've spent a lot more time than 3 hours on that time trial. I'll just say that. Alright, it's got to be 47, right? No, it doesn't, because it said knight. It said the main enemies are knight. So it's not 47. Shout out to the Council of Tenarch. Something people dookied on when it first came out, and now it's just godly. Kinda happy. Kinda happy it gets the respect that I felt that it deserved when it first released. Alright, what's going on in Discord? Chat's a little sleepy. I understand. Tower of Trials streams tend to go like this, especially in viewership and engagement, just because there's only so much tolerance, right? Only so much tolerance. Alright. Death, and going to die. So what's going on? I'll check a couple of my NFT Discord servers. Looks like they had a couple announcements. Shout out to Zox, the homie Zoxus Coon. Just posted a video about Bravely Default, Brilliant Lights. That dude is on top of different games. I couldn't do it. I don't have the attention span to be a variety gamer, bro. Like, I can only focus. I only have so much focus. Alright, here it is. Floor 48. This is the absolutely annoying stage. I still think this is the most annoying stage out of the entire Tower of Trials. Because it's just so long. It takes so much time. So here we go. We're going to just gig a week. And then Starverse. I'm not even going to mess around with... Are you kind of cast, big bro? Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to do single target holy bolting. To be honest, there have been multiple cases of players taking a dump on a unit/arc before they come out, then they realize the fact of how useful and good they are. Amen. That is a fact. For sure. For sure. Pop! Oh, Maja, your damage is just a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Oh, here's something that I just thought about as kind of a talking point. Anyone playing Pokemon Legends of Arceus? Because I actually watched a video. And I kind of feel bad. Because I think I did. I didn't even cast a spell. I subconsciously jumped on the bandwagon of how shit the game was. Without ever playing it, without forming my own opinion through personal experience on it. I just jumped on this hype train of how bad or how disappointing Pokemon Legends of Arceus is. But then I watched a video of a guy objectively reviewing the game. And honestly, I think if I would have played it, I would have enjoyed it a lot. And I don't know if the public opinion is kind of changing, or if it's just the same as it was when I remember seeing all the news about Pokemon Arceus. But it actually looks pretty cool, because it's the first time they've really diverged from their rinse and repeat game that they've released since I was a child. Your niece and nephew like it, Super Blue? Well, I imagine, yeah, children aren't as hard to please regardless, right? I think a lot of the mature Pokemon gamers, the mature Pokemon community, they were the harshest critics. But as a gamer whose foundation is built from Pokemon, I kind of feel bad. Kind of feel bad that I judged it so harshly without, and I was definitely a hypocrite, because I like to think of myself as a person who doesn't jump on bandwagons and likes to form my own opinions through experience rather than just someone else's word. But I didn't. Undefinable. Honestly, you've never found Pokemon games fun unless someone else I know is also playing Pokemon, or if I'm trying to do something other than the main storyline, which is repetitive. That's fair. Carry On says, I like it. Look forward to see how they implement some of the catching mechanic in future titles. That's what I thought was dope, is that it's kind of like an open world in the sense of similar to like a what's it called? The freaking Breath of the Wild, right? It's got like that intro, and then you're just like going. You can go wherever the heck you want, and you can follow the main storyline, or you can just start exploring. So they have that implementation along with literally just running around, and you don't have to fight Pokemon to catch them. You could just run up, sneak, and freaking throw a Pokeball at them. Like, I think that's pretty cool. And I was watching the gameplay, and I was like, I didn't give this game a fair shot. I didn't do it. I mean, that's how tired I personally am of the typical Pokemon rinse and repeat structure. You know, we bought Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and albeit part of the reason I stopped playing was just the death of the motivation after I lost all of my equipment. So that was an issue. That was an issue for sure. But actually, let me just do the special. See what happens here. Oh, and we have Theopolis. That would have solved this issue real quick. Oh, that's fine too. So on top of losing all of the footage from the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond streams, I also just didn't have much incentive to keep playing it, because as cool as it was and as nostalgic as it was, all I could think about is how I'd be jumping into the same, game that I've played for how long now? 2 decades? 2 decades, bro? What? Seeing them branch out to the typical formula is quite promising. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Basically, for me, Pokemon is more about playing with others than actually playing the game for the game. I get that. I can totally get that. Oh, can we not use magic? Is that the gimmick of where we're at right here? Well, never judge a book by the cover, for sure, Bolt. I think they just need to take all the feedback that the game, make adjustments to the sequel, and have much more appeal. I think so too. I heard the critique of, or not critique, but the speculation that the reason, it's kind of downscaled in terms of graphics and performance. Well, it's downscaled, one, in order to handle the performance that this kind of like an open world randomly generated game requires. And on the Nintendo Switch, it's just not feasible to have like a freaking super high rendered game. So that's one reason, for performance sake it was scaled down, but also that it was a low budget project in the scale of Pokemon, because they were breaking the mold, right? Because they were experimenting with something and they weren't sure if it would do well or not. They may not have dropped a lot of production money in order to mitigate any losses that might have occurred. Which makes sense logically to me, but of course that's all just speculation. They could have done something creative with it, but they essentially lost that creative spark and made something more akin to COD, where they released the same thing over and over. Oh, for sure, yeah, for the longest. That's why this game was an exciting prospect, because it is the first to somewhat break the mold of what these Pokemon games have been for so long. Nexomon Extinction, if you're tired of Pokemon, is similar. So, Super Blue, I've actually played Nexomon. I played the original. And then I actually got an email about doing a Nexomon Extinction affiliation. So, I would do streams or make videos on it. And I'd be able to give you like a creator code, which would give you certain items. Is this a dragon? Oh, beautiful. Hello, Mr. Dragon. Can I introduce you to my friend Ardeen? Have you ever seen a shotgun? Oh, God. Those are not damage caps. I'm a scrub. But I actually thought it'd be fun. And sadly, your boy, I think, just was too lazy to get that set up and do it. And I still have not, like, responded to the last email that was sent to me. Yeah, I'm really bad. I'm really bad with these, like, early channel affiliations because they're just not, like, I think the dream is to get, you know, a sponsorship that says, yo, here's the money. We want XYZ. And it's just like, zoop, I'm going to do the work. But a lot of these early channel affiliations, like channels with not super high subscriber counts, they do commission, right? Like a commission structure. And sadly, your boy is not like a godly salesman. So unless it's extremely relevant to what my content already is, the conversion rate is just it's astronomically low. Like so at that point it's like, is this even worth the time? And unfortunately that was kind of my early experience trying to do the affiliate partnership with LD Player, and that was relevant. LD Player was relevant to Last Cloudia specifically because that was before Steam was a thing. But then Last Cloudia released its Steam client, so it's like, why am I going to promote LD Player? I guess I could promote it to people who can't access Steam, or I think you'd have, like, for people who don't have access to the game or the global client yet, whatever country you're in, you'd have to do an emulator and it VPN. But like, I feel like that's such a minority of my audience that it just didn't make sense to me. And so that I just stopped doing that. And so we're still waiting until that Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship happens, everyone. How many people will unsubscribe as soon as they see me sponsored by Raid? I know some people will be like, hey, Buddha's making a bag. But I think other people will be like, oh, this freaking sellout. But going back to the comment, yeah, Nexomon Extinction. I actually enjoyed Nexomon because it was like a nice little it was a fresh take on the monster catching, and it was mobile, easy for me to access and play as I was doing more adult life things rather than whip out a whole Nintendo DS. You know, while I'm waiting to go on a job interview. Such a bad game, it's not even funny. Listen, Raid Shadow Legends proves that it doesn't even matter if you're a good game. You can make millions and millions and millions of dollars just through shoving the game's advertisement down everyone's throat. It's crazy. If I use the raid money to fund Last Cloudia polls, okay, then it's acceptable. Then it's acceptable. It's fair enough. Fair enough. Anyone else still banned? Look at that. More Reddit posts about shadow ban. Tough. Tough. Here's the thing. The day Tweaks becomes unbanned, no one else is achieving first place on global. And if you do, I will praise you. A lot of people hate him. A lot of the community just salts over tweaks like I've never seen. But my God, the dude is an actual robot. Cam is in the house. Shout out to the homie Cam. I still need to do your build review, my friend. But time trials, right? I woke up today. Like, yo, I feel like it's time to make some videos. And then I checked the time trials and saw I was in 3rd place, everyone. I saw I was in 3rd place this morning, and I was like... So then I proceeded to say, oh, nope, videos, no videos. Just time trial. And I feel like it's going to be that way until the rankings end, which is in 5 days. Dreadnought saying with his just crazy comments. It's insane. It's very different. But I respect the support. You coming out, showing up. Always good to see the million different emojis in the chat. Surely his ban will be up. It has to be. It has to be. That's what Barleen, I believe Barleen said. It's about a 6-month process to for the shadow ban to lift. And I think we're approaching the 6-month mark that Steam has been accessible, if not already there. So I think the shadow bans should start lifting soon. Oh, Russell, so you were already unbanned. So it's already possible to be unbanned. So yeah, I think 6 months was the time frame given to us, roughly. Cam, he's banned. So basically, a horde of Last Cloudia players got banned because they were, or got shadow banned from rankings because they were using emulators. They had their accounts hooked up to emulators, and that was cause for the shadow bans to happen. The community revolted, obviously. And so, but then Adis was just like, yo, sorry, we know it's kind of sleazy that we did that, but there's nothing we can do on the back end. So you just have to wait it out. So I guess it's an automatic check system, right? It's an automated check system, and they look for certain things on your account, and then when the unbanning requirements are hit, that's when it happens. But again, like, we don't actually know the real process. We were just given roughly 6 months it takes. It's very lame. So that's why he's not number one. Yeah. Like, he is number one. He is number one. Because, dude's got 1 minute and 8 seconds, bro. Ouch. I think that's the highest. Does anyone have the highest time on JP? Can anyone check that right now? I'm actually curious. People were using auto clickers. You never did. Just have a good phone to run LC. Exactly. I don't know if it was so much the attachment of emulators. It was... No, because some people weren't using auto clickers. They just had their account associated with an emulator, and they got shadow banned. So it was definitely a mixture, but I think that's why the shadow ban took place, was because of that, because they didn't want people using auto clickers, which makes sense. Backend software engineer, I can tell you that is 100% BS. I don't doubt you at all. I think because, yep, I'd say false. Sucks they still shadow banned everyone using an emulator, for sure, for sure. Turning player here after about 2 years. I have Randy Bayland under your units. Are they still viable? I mean, yes. Especially since Randy just got his fives, you know, his 5 and his 5th enhancement. They're still viable, yes. I'll just leave it at that. You know, if you really like them, enjoy the game, bro. Play as them, enjoy it. They're both neutral DPS, right? No attribute attack. So, I mean, that is always a good thing. Oh, it's the Rommel! Let's just do this real quick. And let's do this. The unflinchable Rommel. And let's shotgun him! Remember when this guy was so scary? Yeah, they're viable. I can't say they're not viable. Now, if you want to compare them to the top of the power curve, they're pretty dog water. But I didn't say that. Play the game, enjoy it. Enjoy it how you're going to have fun. He said I'd reroll my account. Yeah, I would recommend re-rolling. And I hate re-rolling. But if all you have is Randy and Bayland coming back, I don't know how the return player reward system works. I can't imagine it's like anything crazy. Are there potions to unlock? No, Cam, no. That's just pure grind, my friend. You gotta grind up all those mats. There are no shortcuts, my friend. No shortcuts. Oh, whoops. Are we missing the expet buff? So you still have your old account you're referring to. You still have quite a bit of units, but it seems like most of the units are outdated. Yeah. I mean, if Randy and Bayland are your best, quote-unquote, best units on that account, then like your whole account is outdated, my friend. There's just no way to sugarcoat that one. Like, the best bet would be to re-roll one so that you can start off with a roster that is amongst the top tier in today's game, but also to then get like all of your crystal reserves back, because if you start a new account, all the one-time crystal rewards are accessible to you starting from story, from scratch. That's 130,000 plus crystals right there. So if like you tried to play with this account, all of your one-time crystal reserves would just be drained, which just leads to you potentially having less of a chance to actually get the relevant things in today's game. Reroll, get those free crystals on roll. Yeah, and yeah, the Descent of Heroes banner. I wouldn't do the Descent of Heroes banner. I would do the Valentine's Day banner. If I was new starting out, I would do my first 30,000 on the Valentine's Day banner, and then, right, depending on your pulls, first priority when you get your guaranteed unit exchange ticket, I'd get Spirit Maiden Tyria. After that, I'd get Shift Alice, and after that, I'd get Shift Eliza. Step up, you chose SM Tyria. Okay, perfect. Okay, beautiful. Well, that's okay. So now you're saying you have some very relevant things. If you have Spirit Maiden Tyria on your account, that's very, very relevant. That was the best choice, my friend. Yes, good job. Your research paid off. My friend did that IRL and was like, oh, second lap. Yeah, 2 laps of free-to-play crystals do not. What do you mean? He told you not to do the second lap? I mean, depends on what your account has, if I'm understanding you correctly. Volt said it was. Yes. The best decision. Are you agreeing with me? Yes, it definitely was. If there was a 3rd lap for a guaranteed selector ticket, I would do it. Listen, you're asking for a lot there, Cam. You're asking for a lot there, my friend. But we will possibly also see a unit selector ticket in the near future. Not as near as I thought, because I was mistaken, y'all. I've said it in multiple videos that I was expecting the Descent of Heroes exchange ticket banner to come back during the 3rd year anniversary. And while that's still possible, Calvinite! Thank you, my friend. Do you like my pinned comment? Holds out a cup. Appreciate you, my friend. Throwing some support out, as you do. You're broken, OP, bro. Oh my gosh, what was I talking about? What did you say? Your 1 donation this stream. No surprises, promise. Thank you. I've been enjoying the chill vibe of this stream, so I appreciate the warning. or the foresight. I do appreciate that, Cal. Paid, obviously. I see what you're saying. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Descent of Heroes unit selector banner, right? Same concept. 30,000 crystals. You get a selector ticket, and you're able to pick from a list of Descent of Heroes units. I thought we saw that during the 2-year anniversary last year, but we didn't. That banner came around during the Loug Zeus banner update, which was in late June? I think so. Mid to late June? Oh, shoot. I already forgot. But it was after the anniversary that we saw that appear for the first time. So if they follow that model, we won't see that banner during the anniversary. We'll see it shortly after, maybe 1 or 2 updates after the anniversary update. Or they may bring it back for the anniversary. We'll see, obviously. But I do expect to see it in the middle of the year. In which case, like, you can then guarantee yourself, I'm assuming Loug Zeus for 30k as well. Since it's been enough time and he's been on the roster of characters to be on that selector list. You're not done grinding the second lap yet. So far you pulled both Tinkili and Shift Tink. Ah, swimsuit Tinkili, huh? Does anyone still use her? I know she's like support ages like fine wines. Most support characters in this game, they just age well, which is great. But I definitely don't see people talk about Nocturne Tinkili as much now that we have, obviously, Spirit Maiden Tyria, the GOAT. And now even Sarah, or regular Tinkili, being as crazy as an offensive support as she is. So I'm curious. And as someone who doesn't have her, I don't want to just say, oh yeah, she sucks. But I do feel like she's outdated. When is the Annie Pav? It is in April. Middle of April. I think last year it went live on April 15th was when the anniversary update went live. So that's when I expect the 3rd year. Nope. She's still cool, but since 5-star OG Tink, she's irrelevant to your account. Wow. That's wild. You have her, you don't use her. I mean, that's what I think the consensus is. She's just not, she's like in competitive Pokemon, right? You have OU, overused. You have UU, underused. RU, rarely used. She definitely dropped. I think she went from like, her peak was OU. I'd say she's like RU, right? Rarely used now. She's a character, she's a support character you use when you don't have the other relevant support characters. I feel like Lena, OG Lena, is used more than Nocturne Tinkili. But that's just my guess. Mid-April. Gonna build her, but decided to build OG Tink instead because you already have Shift Lilibet. Why was Shift Lilibet the determining factor? I'm just curious by your reasoning. The fatigue is setting in, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. The Tower of Trials fatigue is setting in. I'm starting to remember why. Another reason why I stopped doing these, because this grind is just. It just gets so boring. Just gets so boring. I think it gets the Tower of Trials grind. It gets interesting when we get a new character that basically introduces a very fun way to clear it. So I'm thinking of the Maja update, right? The first Tower of Trials. Hey! Okay, how do I say this? Suntam? Is the V a U? I think so. I'm just going to say Suntam. Appreciate you, my friend. Coming in with some more support for the boys stream. Loving it. I'm glad you're having a good time hanging with your boy. And I'm glad I'm able to do this again. Taking a break. I'm anxious. I need to check. It just popped in my head. I was like, taking a break from time trials, and then I'm like, oh, how long has it been? It's been like 30 minutes since we checked. Oh. I always look to see, like, if the gap was closed. I think Gilga and Jawline are probably working. So they will probably go try hard again this evening, since that's when it happened yesterday. And I will probably wake up to being in third place again, which is what it is. It doesn't stop, my friends. It doesn't stop. 5 days. 5 days. How much further can we push in 5 days? I don't know. But thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Cam, it's crazy. Characters in LC after some time can just become tossed aside. That's the nature of mobile gacha games, bro. Power creep is inevitable. You just have to judge. You have to judge how they manage power creep. Unless Cloudia does it in a much better way than a lot of games, I will say. I will definitely say that. And the fact that it's a PvE game, right? Like Arena, you can argue is PvP. It's definitely it's a more competitive game amongst the players, but being a mainly PvE game, power creep isn't such a big deal. I think. Last Whisper, you just started Attack on Titan's time and enjoyed the game. Any advice for you? I have a whole beginner's guide if you want to sit through about 40 minutes of tips and tricks that are still relevant. I will be making a new beginner's guide come the 3rd anniversary. That's when I like to do new beginner's guides. But a lot of the information in my initial beginner's guide is still very relevant. So a lot of the advice that I'm probably going to give you right now can be found in there and in more detail. But I'd say first off, focus on one character. Don't spread your resources too thin. So if you were able to pull Levi, right, during that collab, he will absolutely, I'd say, be your best physical damage dealer that you can start out the game with. So I would put all your ability board materials, enhancement materials, leveling power potions, I would put it all into him. And then just focus like that. Focus on one character at a time, because when you spread your mats too thin, you're going to get walled by certain content, and it's not going to feel good. You did get Levi. There you go. There you go. That's probably your best starter unit that you can use. So congrats on him. Keep interacting with the community. I think that's the best quick advice that I can give anyone who's new, is keep interacting with the community, because there's so much to this game that's just not obvious when you're starting from scratch. And the best way to avoid any headaches in the game is to take advice from players that have been successful in their progress. So that would be my biggest thing. And with that being said, shameless plug, I've got my Discord server link in the description. We got a great community there that just talks about Last Cloudia all day. And if you have any questions, many cool people that'll help you out. So, perfect transition, if I do say so myself. Oh, goodness. What floor are we on? We're on floor 60, so we are a third. We're a third of the way there, and we've got about an hour left scheduled for the stream. Then your boy's got to start making some dinner for Lady Booda, and Lady Booda has a friend over that may potentially work with her, may potentially move out here, or at least do some type of consulting for the company that Lady Booda works for, which is exciting. So it's cool to have a guest. We've been pretty lonely since we moved away from family and friends, so can't game all day, right? Gotta do adulting, be hospitable, be a host. Y'all should join the Discord. Very fun, Volt says. Absolutely. And of course, the main Last Cloudia Discord is literally dedicated to Last Cloudia and has the biggest Last Cloudia Discord presence of all. So, yeah, obviously. Join my Discord and the Last Cloudia unofficial Discord. Another piece of advice I can give you is make use of a resource called Lakes Last Cloudia Gold Mine. It's a website that has so much information that's literally not in the game. It's all data mined info. So when you see pieces of equipment that say has a chance to do this, or may no, that's pretty much it. Like percentages, right? It says has a chance to inflict this or deals a certain amount of extra damage. You can find out exactly what the chance is, because having a chance to do something is a scale. It's not always the same percentage. So Lake, who is literally one man, has dedicated his free time to data mining this game and searching for those exact numbers, which can just help you, especially when you're building units, deciding what skills to use. That absolutely helps determine if things are worth it or not, because it might say, oh, has a chance to deal extra damage. That's amazing. Or has a chance to steal items on your physical attacks. But then you go and you look and you see that it's a 0.01% chance for that effect to happen. And then you're like, oh, that's not so good. So I think those are my best pieces of information. That's my best advice I can think of on the spot. Can't wait for another collab rerun. I think we're gonna get one before the next anniversary, if I'm being honest. Cap raise plus buffs equals OP, I guess. Honestly, all the time. I think I was just reading some incorrect information, but now that I look at it again, it seems to be the main reason. Cap raise plus buffs. Yeah, I would say that when you approach endgame, cap raising becomes as ridiculous as it is. But when you're just starting out, you can't really reach those caps. So I'd say that's kind of step 2. That's your mid-game progress, is getting familiar with different cap raises. Initially, you just want damage mods. You just want to see that consistent 999 number on your screen every time you launch an attack. That's the goal, and that's going to happen through damage percentage mods and certain equipment. Reading something else, got Shift Lilibet and XBet confused. You have XBet. Right, okay. Is Shift Tinkili an offensive support technically? I know she's a support character. I just can't remember her kit off the top of my head. Are all my characters maxed out? Cam asks. They are not. No, I can show you my roster. I'll go ahead and show you my roster after this one's done. Oh. No, my characters are not all maxed out, because that is a very long, lengthy process. But I'm very proud of my account management. It's very pretty to me. And you'll see why. You'll see why when we're done here. Y'all should join the Discord. We're really hoping for a DMC rerun at the end of the month. It's possible, Deuce. It's possible. They know they would make a lot of guap if they did a DMC rerun. The collab whose advertisement got you to download the game. Amen. Amen to that. That was another. I think DMC and Attack on Titan were the two most lucrative collabs that I have seen the game profit from. Hands down. And that's just from observation. That's just speculation from observation. That's not with like data or anything. Crap, if they run FMA, I might have to go pay to play. I don't think they're going to run FMA yet. I think that would be more of an end of the year rerun. Or late in the year, right? Like anytime after July, I think is when we would see FMA. I don't think they would ever rerun a collab a year before its initial release. She's a debuffer. That's right. Yeah, she's not a buffer. She's a debuffer. So, again, like... Yeah. I have 9S. Bro, no, I know Shift Tink is better than 9S. I know that. And I don't use either of them. 9S is pretty ass, man. He's such a disappointment. Nocturne Tinkili was Dark Mage / debuffer, if I recall. The Tinkili song in the background. Cal likes that. Cal likes it. Oh, no, Cam. I don't know. I have such a bad taste in my mouth for 7 Deadly Sins. I have such a bad taste in my mouth. Because Grand Cross, I have a very sour attitude towards Grand Cross. For multiple reasons. I blame the Stranger Things collab. that was the what's the saying? That was the last straw, right? For me, was the Stranger Things collab. But I was already falling off the game. And just like, I wouldn't want a Stranger Things collab. I wouldn't be, not a Stranger Thing. I wouldn't want a 7 Deadly Sins collab. I wouldn't be mad at it. But it wouldn't be my first choice. It would not be my first choice. Like, it'd be fine to have, like, Meliodas and probably King. What common Bon? That's probably who it would be, right? Elizabeth. It'd probably be Elizabeth, Meliodas, and Bon as the 3 collab characters, if I had to guess. Trying to think of other games that 7DS collabed with. So I like Bon. I like Bon a lot as a character, just from the story. So I wouldn't mind getting him, and that he'd be like a brawler, or he'd have nunchucks. You know, it'd be cool. A 7DS collab would be cool. I'm not gonna front. I think they would be cool as little pixel versions in the game. They could do cool stuff with 7DS, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Wouldn't be my first choice. Not gonna lie, you would become pay to play, Volt. Same. Need a .hack collab. Imagine the different types of possible units and tons of new magic. I actually don't know what .hack is, Iridian. Or Aridon. Sorry, I said your name wrong. And I know you. Shameful, Buddha. Shame. Konosuba. Yeah, a lot of people want that. Wait, do they? Am I what am I talking about? What's Konosuba? I always forget what Konosuba is. I feel like it's the Japan. Is that Demon Slayer? No, that's the weird... Oh, heck no. I would not want this. I would not want Konosuba. Nope. That's way out of what I would want. I don't even know the story, but just the art style alone. It's too anime for me. I've said this before and people got mad at me, but it's too anime. I don't like the art style. So that would not be a choice of mine. What unit typings would you want collab units to cover? I mean, gosh. It's so hard to, like, at least for me, in my current state of mental, it's hard for me to try and be creative in what they could do to introduce something fresh. Well, I mean, I guess we'll just stick with the 7DS. So, if Meliodas would obviously be dark. Like, I think Bond could be neutral. So Elios would be dark sword wielder. Whoa! Then you have Bond, who I think it'd be cool if they did the brawler approach. Or I guess it would be claw. He'd be a claw user. No attribute claw user, I think would be cool. Who does life stealing, right? That'd be dope. Like an upgraded Blood Rose, who's a claw wielder. Except Blood Rose is dark type, so Bond would be no attribute. And then Elizabeth, she'd be a healer, right? She'd be another Tyria. Literally. Spirit Maiden Tyria, like, at the time Spirit Maiden Tyria came out, I still had like 7DS downloaded, and freaking Goddess Elizabeth was one of the most broken characters at that time, and she's just same kind of design with the freaking angel wings. So I would see her being that, or it would be Elizabeth and Hawk, but I don't know. That would also have to be no attribute in my head. But then again, we've seen that like it's not always exactly relevant to the source material with Attack on Titan units having elements attached to them. It's an interesting question. It's an interesting question indeed. Oh, it's great when you can just freaking destroy Claire. Oh, everyone's gonna die. Or not. Or not. When is the floor where that special like kills us? Why did we tank that so well? It's interesting. Mob Psycho 100 would be a good one. I need to watch Mob Psycho. I think I would enjoy Mob Psycho. I haven't watched it, but I think I would like it. Oh, who's this? Who's this? How do I ban him? I always forget how to ban. Is it /ban? No. Maybe. No. Is it /ban? I don't think that did anything. How do I ban you, bro? I'm gonna just report him. I don't know. I don't know if that worked or not. What we really need is Shift Gravane. Still one of the coolest looking artworks, characters. Like a god tier level Bromondo, for sure. For sure. I would love Shift Gravane. Why did they shelve that design? I wonder. I wish Barleen was in the chat so he could face the people. We need answers. That was pretty dope. We freaking dodged the turtle and then blasted everything. Click on his name, 3 dots to the right. Yeah, I do that, but there's never a ban. There's like a timeout, then there's report, and a hide. Oh, I guess that's what it is. Hide user from the channel. I guess that's what puts him in the ban list. Oh, a dragon! I love dragons. I love dragons, yes. Can I, like, activate my thing? Oh, no, because I already did it. I love me a good dragon for dinner. Yes. JoJo collab. I know a lot of people would go crazy for a JoJo collab. That's another one I haven't watched. Haven't watched it. Oh, Lady Buddha's home. Alright, let me shut the door. I'll be right back. Alright, now we get to make this room a sauna again, because I just closed the door. Let's go ahead and keep on moving on. I love Dragon Dolphin, yes, yes. Ardeen, I don't know if you've met my wonderful friend, my best friend, my BFF. But our Dean here, he loves him some dragons. He loves to eat them. He loves to destroy them. We love when dragons appear on the screen. Ooh, defensive, huh? These guys are defensive. It's fine. Even with the anima, I'm impressed. Oh, you weren't. Those are all damage caps. Also, the whole power shifted from being Hammond/energy to stands. Oh, I don't know. What are we talking about here? I watched the first 3 seasons, but it got weird with his great-grandson. That already sounds odd. I think a lot of stunning is about to occur. I'm going to go ahead and pop a Giga Week just in case we got some light resistances. And now everything's dead. Beautiful. Ardeen and Maja. See, this is when this little duo is going to get very fun. Because there's not going to be much that survives. So many animes that would work well with LC. Ardeen is best boy. Amen. Aradon. See? That's why I know we're friends. Because we have similar tastes. Wonderful. We're actually getting close. 45 minutes, 20 floors to go. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. I love how just simple tower is now. There's no thinking. We can just, with this little setup, I don't think we've done a single gate sphere. Which is great. It's just great. But I agree. LC has a really, really nice anime plus fantasy style. So it just incorporates really well with other pieces of work. That is part of why the collabs. It is probably such a just collab heavy game. Because it's so easy. It's so easy to create that immersion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As I've said before, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter would be dope. What else have I talked about? Other collabs that I'd personally like. Demon Slayer is an obvious choice. Trying to think. I feel like there's one that I always forget when I think about this question, but it's literally my favorite. It would literally be my favorite. Attack on Titan was a big one. Attack on Titan's very, like, at least the first season and even season 2 of the Attack on Titan anime I loved dearly. So like getting AOT as a collab was very hype just from a fanboy perspective. So that, I mean, that was a big one. That was cool. Very cool to see. Not Bleach Cal, no. I was never a big Bleach fan. Never a big Bleach fan. DXD? DXD. I don't know if I know DXD. I know HXH. Hunter x Hunter. Fairy Tail? Nah, y'all can keep Fairy Tail. New season coming? Of what? Alright, floor 73 has a thing, doesn't it? But it's just not relevant anymore. Like, it doesn't apply. It doesn't matter with Maja here. It's an ecchi anime? Oh, I don't know that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Is that like raunchy? Goodness gracious. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Council. We're just gonna do it all, right? Lily Matter. We're just gonna Giga Week. We're just going to start up a Starverse. We're going to start up a Giga Week. We're going to get to work. We're going to get to work. We're going to group everyone together. And then I think we're just going to do the thing. We're going to activate WAP. Lilibet, you failed me. What a fail. But that's incredible. What is that, 11 seconds? I think I say it every time, but does anyone recall when we first got to floor 73? I had to end the stream. I couldn't beat it. That is the definition of power creep. Yu Yu Hakusho would be cool to see, because that would be such a throwback. I would be down. I can't say that I was ever a big Yu Yu Hakusho fan, just because I didn't really watch the series like that. My Yu Yu Hakusho intake was just clips of the big fights on YouTube. That's all I watched. So I can't say I'm like an expert in the realm, but it would be dope just because I have it's part of the anime foundation I have in my memories. The best anime in history? I don't blame you. I'm sure it is for many, many people. It's classic, man. Classic. Was it on Toonami? I think Toonami had it, right? I think that's what I remember seeing it on. Only anime to have amazing filler. That's actually impressive, I must say. If it had amazing filler, that sounds impressive. I don't know many anime that can make that claim. Death Note collab unit. L playing tennis as his ultimate. Listen, if they can make Dr. Stone work, they could make Death Note work. For sure. For sure. I mean, that's what's cool. That's what's cool about the last Cloudia verse, is that they've also set themselves up canonically to explain how these collaborations happen in a continuity standpoint. That's the word I was looking for. Because in the continuity, during the Dr. Stone collab, they talk about how these people have transported from their universe, but because they entered this new realm, they get the properties, the magical powers and the properties of being in the world of Last Cloudia. So it kind of like, it makes sense. Like even Stranger Things, you could make an argument. You could make an argument. You can't make an argument in Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross that literal children can fight freaking demon kings. I don't care if they killed a freaking weird flesh monster in their world, but no, children are not taking on Meliodas. But in this, because of that explanation, I could it wouldn't just completely destroy the game, in my opinion. This is Galborg, right? This is the oh, that was a horrible decision. Actually, no, because I think it just gave me more skill stocks, so that works out. Yeah, we need to do this properly. We need to do this properly. Okay, she just did that. Starverse. Let's do Giga Week and then just start going. Wow. Jet Sting, backstab. Bye-bye, Galboard. Bye-bye, Galboard. You are irrelevant, Galboard. That's crazy. That's 470. Just, bro, one of the what's the word I want to use? It's one of the most infamous stages in this entire game. And it now looks like a joke. But then again, that's going back to what we were talking about with power creep, man. That's just what happens. It's just what happens. Inuyasha was your first exposure to anime on Adult Swim. That's right, Adult Swim had a bunch of anime. So many nightmares. Wait, where'd you get nightmares from, Cal? Hunter x Hunter is another neat one for sure. Why? Oh, sorry, Volt. I don't know why. I don't know why. You asked why. My two most... Oh, you're asking why to the nightmares, probably. Just like I did. Alright, we're going to take over the casting space real quick. Thank you very much. Do another gig a week. Let me group them together. Get some skill stock. $475 where you were blocked last time. Yeah, it's definitely a hurdle, especially early game. It's definitely still a hurdle. What? Another guy? Hide user on this. I'm going to report you too, bro. I feel like reporting is better than just banning, right? Because then it's like YouTube might shut down their account. Two most wanted collabs are Chrono Trigger and Xenogears. I've seen a lot of people want those. I'm not familiar with either of them, but I'm down. Watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I do need to watch that. For sure, I need to watch that. I saw like the first episode, and I could tell it's just dope. I mean, that's why it's one of the most hype anime out right now. PJ Xeno. They can use graph at end of week after FFBE finishes. What's that? Oh, are they in a collab with them right now? I'm assuming is what you're saying. What if they made collabs for JJK and Fire Force? Yeah, that would be super hype. That would draw in a lot of people. A JJK collab, for sure. Last Cloudia should be its own anime. I have said the same thing many times. Overlord would be good. I know that's a big title. I'm not familiar with Overlord so much, but I know it's a big title. Fire Force would be the best. Chrono Trigger would be better of the two. 100k to 150k cap overload? What does that mean? Imagine Ainz in this game, power creeping Loug Zeus. The day Loug Zeus gets power crept is going to be like a shift. It's going to be a shift in the entire game. Gotta sign off for now. I'm out to eat with the fam. Super Blue, thank you for coming out. I know you're probably gone because I'm very slow to respond to the comments currently, but appreciate you. Thanks for the conversation, and hopefully I'll see you in another live stream or video comments, wherever. Stranger Things coming to LC. Oh, wow. I am very behind on the comments right now. My bad. You'd love a Berserk, Mr. Meaty? Yes. Yes. That would be hype. That would be super hype. A lot of others I've seen say the same thing. Inuyasha was not afraid to show people get brutally attacked by demons. As a young kid, I used to have nightmares. That makes sense. I had nightmares about Harry Potter when I was probably 7 or 8. So, yeah, that's probably a good thing I didn't watch Inuyasha. Yu Yu Hakusho would be cool for sure, for sure. FFBE is another guy. Yeah, Brave Exvius and FF Xenogears banner finishes this Wednesday. Gotcha. I didn't understand the acronyms, but now I do. I knew Brave Exvius, but I didn't know about Xenogears. 32 people in the stream. A little chill stream, bro. We got a squad. We got a little group in here. Thank y'all for being here, chilling with your boy. Accompanying me on this spontaneous stream because of your boy's lack of video production. So, Wingardium Nightmarosa. Funny joke. Are you a comedian, Undefinable? My God. I'm going to go tell that joke to the world right now. Inuyasha collab to bring meta bow user. I think a lot of people would be down for that. I mean, meta bow user, have you seen Shift X? Xbet? Shift X. Have you seen Shift Lilibet? Santa Lilibet? She is the godliest of bow users. Will you ever do a vid going over a few of your personal builds, or are your builds customized for separate content? All my builds are All my build videos are like personalized to a certain degree. That's the thing about my recent build videos. Even though they're specific to characters, the information in all of them is extremely relevant to just the roles that they fulfill, right? Like the builds that I use in there are very transferable to other characters in those similar roles. So have you watched one of my unit build videos? It's like a freaking podcast. Did you record doing the laps of the step up? Yeah. It's I posted that like when the banner dropped. Wasn't that almost 2 weeks ago now? Inuyasha with bow boost, bow high boost on arcs. That would be epic. That would be sick. I'd be down for that. We definitely need those skills in the game. I don't know why it has taken them this long. I don't know why it has taken them this long to do it. No, 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 you dingus. The lag got me. That's frustrating. Oh, well, you tried. You tried. You tried to kill me. And it backfired. No one does builds for Leona, PJ says. Because Leona is trash. No. But Leona is a physical DPS unit. Granted, she's a single wielder, so it's not like you don't do the whole dual wield package and setup. But in terms of physical damage modifiers, speed skills, SET, MP, HP, sustain, that's all the same. Proud Force, having your fast crit or your auto crit or your fast brave, your auto brave, having your fast or auto buffs, you know, your conditional damage mods, backstab, surprise attack, all that's the same. You can just transfer all that information to Leona, and she's going to perform exceptionally well. All right, I need to focus because we've got 30 minutes left, and we are very, very close to finishing this tower, so we need to get this done. Leona will always be trash, in my opinion. Even though it's not factually true, it is true to your boy Buddha. And I don't think you can tell me otherwise. I don't think anyone can convince me to have a different opinion. Can't stand her. Sheeta would love the bow boost skills. Oh, hell yeah, he would. It'd be amazing to give Sheeta some bow boosts. That extra crit rate. Some godly stuff right there. Some godly stuff you're talking about. I might just use Sheeta just to try that out again. You love Leona. Many people love Leona. I'm just not on. Yes, Buddha headcanon. There's a lot of that. There's a lot. I can tell y'all it's not just an LC. There's a lot of Buddha headcanon that I create in my life. And it drives Lady Buddha insane. Because, you know, she'll ask a question, and I'll just be like, oh, yeah, it's because of this, this, and this. How do I know that? I don't. I just made it up because it makes sense to me. And sometimes she listens and she believes me, and then I'm wrong, and it's very infuriating. It's kind of funny to me, though. Don't tell her I said that. I think she might be able to hear me. Buddha unit tier list. Cal, it's Tweaks' tier list. It's the main global tier list. Unfortunately, I am just a Tweaks disciple. Like, it just sadly, I don't offer much variety in terms of opinions unless we're talking about my personal sentiments. That's the only time it'll be. Oh, we're already fighting Ray. Okay. That's the thing. Floor 80, everyone. I wish I had a... My God. Just look at the freaking HP just melting. Ardeen is just not fair. I love Ardeen so much, man. I love him. He's so good. Become really Shift Leona will probably become reality near the end of Arc 2. Have they ever released a Shift unit less than a year from their original release? I can't recall if they have. Shift Leona, oh no, sorry. Recently been loving Mikasa. I've been getting 23k additional damage on each hit, which brings her up to 100k damage per hit when dual wield. No, you're not. Mikasa can't hit 50k per hit, bro. What? What? No, bro. What are you talking about? I need to understand what you think you're saying. Perfect. 50k. You're saying 50k. What are you using? XBet, freaking Sarah and Tinkili? But that's not realistic, bro. You're not just casually doing that. And those are also just crit caps, bro. Okay. I'm trying to tally up her cap. I know she starts like base at 30. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of cap raises, huh? Yeah, no, that's absolutely possible. That's absolutely possible. Yeah. Because you've got the UR Arc Solaris, which is like 3,000. Then you've got XBet's buff, which is another 3,000. Then you've got Sarah's buff that's 2,000 and can go up to 5,000. So there's 11,000 there. You've got Scarlet Blade, which is another, what, 1,500? Her paid gear is another, is it 1,000 or 1,500? But you used every single cap raise available. Yeah, you used every cap raise available if she's doing dual 50k hits. That's cool. She's very cool. She's a very dope unit. I'm not going to say that she's not. We're fighting some fishies. Okay, we can do that. I am interested to see the build, though. That just seems excessive, bro. That just seems excessive. Alright, he hasn't posted it in Discord yet. I just looked. It's only until she breaks her swords, though. Oh, right. Because she has that plus 8,000. Yes, for sure. Right. Yeah, it's not crazy consistent, but it's the top of her potential, which is fair. Which is definitely fair. Look how laggy the screen is right now. This is gross. This is disgusting. How would you feel about a UR arc focused on tanks? I wouldn't be against it at all. I love the tank role in LC. Especially like when I first fought through Vaz and even Arena now. Like, the tank role has come such a long way since Ruto dropped. I mean, we obviously had tanks in like OG Gorm and stuff, but Ruto was like the first meta tank that we had seen, I think, for a very long time. And the role has just come a long way in its usefulness and viability. Hence why OG Gorm is so freaking dope. So I wouldn't mind a very defensive focus UR. We've seen so many offensive focus URs that it's just kind of stale. So it would be nice to bring something fresh like that. All right, what's going on here? We've got Dura. We got Dura. Let's get some stuff going on. Let's get some things activated. All right, pretty important. Pretty important, I think. I already activated that, I see. Did you activate this? Okay. Let's drag them over here and then just spam, baby! These people are thick, boy. These are some thick boys. You can see Granados coming with a tank UR arc if Granados stops being forgotten. I can see that too, Ardon. Absolutely. Tank and healer combo can be so annoying in arena. Oh, yes, it is. Indeed, it is, my friend. Instead of dual wield, we get something like dual shield, double armor. No, thank you. Please, no. I don't need dual armor on any tanks in arena. I really don't. I really don't. I already can't kill them. Expecting them to release Granados sometime soon. He is the only member. And they have focused really heavily on the council for the past few months, so I could definitely see it. I could definitely see that happening. Hey, get away from me. I'm just going to let Maja do his thing. Just kind of casually do damage as we get skill charges. Is this the sandworm? Is this the sandworm stage? It's really annoying. Ardene's skills are just so good because of how versatile they are, right? Like his S1 places him behind the enemies, and he can dodge attacks like any physical damage dealers. He can just literally warp through them, dodge the attack so he doesn't get hit, and then he's positioned behind, which is awesome. So that's just another reason why Ardene is the best character in the entire game, and no one can actually at me, so thanks. Oh, that's annoying. You got some magic incoming, everyone. Wonderful. I'm so glad my grouping effort was absolutely worthless. Well, luckily, Maja doesn't care about flinching, so there you go. Tokyo Ghoul would be a dope collab. I'd be down, Alfredo. I would be down. Expecting, yep. I'd be super down for Tokyo Ghoul. Some crazy scorpion-looking characters running around in pixelated form. I'm about it. 4:44 p.m. 7 more floors, right, to go. You might be saying, 7 floors? What? 90 minus 84 is 6. Yes, but you have to count the actual floor you're in. So that turns into 7. Oh, the Goroth stage. This one's actually really annoying if you don't handle it properly. Really annoying. We're going to do... What do we want to do? We're going to do this first. Does it... Oh, it's going to interrupt Goroth? That was awesome. Oh, that was sick. Oh, good God, Ardene just got demolished. They have Giga Week on. Okay, that's good. Can you do a revive, please, Sarah? That would be awesome. I didn't mean to do Stardust Heal, but it actually worked out. It actually worked out. Goodness gracious. Freaking Goroth over there, the tank man. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, Ardeen actually got the killing blow, which is dope. Love to give my man the spotlight. Floor 86 is the Sandworm State. Gotcha, Kingdom. That shouldn't be too hard. Maja, obviously. Ardeen is still performing incredibly well, but I think the last 10 floors of Tower are just trivial when you bring the magic nuclear bomb himself. He's a cool dude. He is a cool dude. Remake season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul. I think I've heard that as well. And that's the looked down upon season, right? I mean, that's another anime that I think highly of, but I've never watched. Fun fact. Are you guys surprised? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, we gotta do our thing here. Let's do this. Let's queue that up. Let's Giga Weak. Let's Jet Sting so we can get behind the enemy. And then what do we want to do? What else do we want to do? I don't think we really can do anything else. I think we can Giga Blazer. Oh, I could Giga Drain as well. I could Giga Drain. Yeah, that works. And then we can council, get some stocks going, increase all of our stocks, and then start a WAP. Have them turn around, switch over. Okay. Nice damage, nice damage. Oh, someone's dead. Oh, wow, that was horrible timing, but I respect it. We freaking lived with Indomitable Spirit, but at the exact time that the magic stopped, the freaking Kraken just swiped him. Okay. Luckily, we've got Maja just doing what he does. What are we gonna do here? Do that. Do a little bit of this. Oh, I should have activated it later when we had our Dean back, but that's okay. That's okay. Because she's gonna do it anyway. It's great. Oh, he has his HP locks. I totally forgot that was a thing. Totally forgot that was a thing. And you have to watch all of these horrible See, look at this jerk. He just tried to do it again. Luckily, Sarah's on it. Yeah. Thank you very much, Kraken, for being a bit of a pain. When that attack starts happening, if you don't DPS it down enough, that can get really annoying. But luckily, endgame allows us to just bypass. I know, poor Ardeen, he got bullied. The last 10 floors here don't give you radiances. I think they only give you the lights. That was a visionary light. All right. Yes, let's go. Let's do the thing. Ardeen needs some MP badly, I notice. Ardeen needs some MP, especially with his gimmicks, right? That extra power charge. I think I'm just gonna do. Oh, we got some. Oh, we're already at full. Wonderful. That's great. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're pretty much smooth sailing. 10 minutes. Can we do the last, what are we at, 4? Last 5 floors? 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Why are you dying? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, break Maja's shield. That is absolutely okay. I'm down. do Giga Drain. Let's do Gigalostoma. Did we kill 3 of them? Almost. You have to kill 3 of these things. Ardeen is not dead. That's good. Maj is dead. Interesting. But, oh, a Starburst is going to happen. Let's see if we can revive him. Where are these, like, almost dead ones? Beautiful. Did we get the res off? Yes! Professional. Las Cloudia professionalism at its finest, everyone. We've come a long way. I think I say it every stream. We've come a long way as just a young LC lad a year and a half ago. You notice I launched them with a single click. Is there a setting that allows you to cast attack, magic, or arc skills without having to click the spell skill and then click cast? Yes, actually. There is. It's in the settings. There's a setting that says confirmation, like it says magic confirmation or spell confirmation, and you can check off, so you can turn it off, so you don't have to do the confirmation, which is quite annoying. What are these last 3 floors? I don't even remember. After the sandworm, what are we dealing with? It's not memorable to me. What do we got going on? Some Giga Week. Do some. No, that's it. I want Maja to get the kill so he can get some MP regen. Okay, nice. It was like just enough. I think I can actually show you. You have to, yeah, it's in the battle. So once you go into battle, you can actually toggle the setting. And then I think I can see it here. Settings. All here. Confirmation screen for magic. All enemy, single enemy, part of yourself. Like, you just uncheck it all. That's it. Oh, I didn't mean to use that, but I did. I used it. It's too much. The Maja Ardeen combo is too much for Steam to handle, everyone. It's not really a surprise, but geez Louise. We're just watching we're watching a slideshow at this point. The song is called New Sky from the last Cloudia OST. It's very pretty. Sarah with her beyond busted healing. Oh, these are dragons. I just noticed. God, it's insane. You've been playing close to launch and just learned that. Hey, my man. That's why it's always good to just stay in the community, because there are little things. There's so much to this game that just wouldn't know. I love dragons. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. The hell? Can y'all stop bullying me? You guys are straight bullies. This game's gonna crash. Like, right? It has to. Wait, what? Oh, we have no MP to use Dragon Buster. That's fascinating. These things are tanky. Tank dash E. Maja's out of MP. Why are we in like a predicament right now? I wouldn't say we're in a predicament. We're just not in a very convenient place. This all feels very inconvenient. Can we finish it off with a special? Maybe. Maybe. Can we kill him with the freaking huge ship? Oh, we did it! I'm kind of excited we just did that. Bro, how do you... There's so many emojis. Dreadnought. There's so many emojis. Oh, and there goes the water cap. You! No. Let me stop. It is 4:57. 3 minutes. What stage was that? 87? This is 88? We're really cutting it close, y'all. We need a minute of floor. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I got no time to waste. What's up, Chris? Good to see you. Popping in. Catching the tail end of the stream. How you doing, my man? Let's just interrupt these guys, because, you know, that's just not... It's kind of rude. Yeah, I don't know if... I don't think we can do a minute of floor, honestly. Look at this guy. Look at freaking Zykes. That'll be hype. That'll be a hype character shift, Zykes, when he comes out. Living the dream one day at a time. Keep up the work that I'm doing. Wish you had Maja. Hey, I think a lot of people wish they had Maja. I get it. But I appreciate the support, man. The words do really mean a lot. They go a long way, especially encouraging me to keep on going. I know you guys are just like the freaking best supporters ever. But I still want to say it as much as I can. Come on, Bet. Come on, Bet. Finish the job. Yes. Good job. Oh, getting stunned. That's quite annoying. Listen, I'll keep it coming as long as you guys keep watching. That's how this whole transaction works. So... I just need this time trial to end, which I just thought about, and I'm worried that I just got passed, so I need to check it, but we need to finish this, because I want to be done. I want to be done. Maja has 0 MP and 1 HP. That's actually kind of annoying. We're gonna hit 5 o'clock in this floor, unfortunately. I'm gonna call it right now. What? What the hell? Okay. This is awkward, everyone. Let's go ahead, do this. Let's go ahead, do this. Maja, you need to get some MP, my boy. Luckily, we can body this whole group, because our Dean is godly. And then we will get some MP regen back on the next wave, because we're going to need it. This is the Alice, Lily, and Roland floor, which can be quite annoying. You don't have enough, though, my boy. You don't have enough, though. Oi. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. What can we do here? Let's hit the Giga Drain. Let's hit the Anima. Let's do... I kind of should have saved this. I think I want to take out this girl first. We're gonna do what? Okay. Maja. Oh, nope. Wow. 1 MP off. That's wonderful. It's awesome. Okay. Do your thing, please. And did Roland just take up the casting space? Okay. Oh, hybrid Roland actually countering my team. How interesting. Did you not Giga Week? You didn't Giga Week. Luckily it didn't matter, but man. He's trolling me right now. And flinching me because she has unlimited S2 spam, apparently. That's quite a new thing. What's happening right now, y'all? Doesn't she have... She has defense down... Oh, because we have no MP, bruh. That's a problem. No MP is definitely an issue. So we have no damage boosts. Here we go. Yeah, that's a little better. It's not quite where I want it, but I feel like we're struggling heavy on this Alice right now. Ever done a suggested settings guide? I go over it in the beginner's guide a bit. Bruh. Oh my goodness gracious. This is incredible. This is incredible right now, guys. This is actually nuts. Could you stop? Alice. I'm using physical DPS from Maja right now. Because this is just actually annoying. How little damage are we doing right now? Please? Oh, 40s. Bruh. This is actually the most annoying thing I've ever experienced during Tower of Trials. Have to go Volt. Appreciate you stopping by. We almost did it. We almost finished floor 90 at exactly 5. But here we are at the end of the road, and we'll be able to complete this in one run. 3-hour run. It's actually pretty good for all 90 floors. We've definitely come a long way. We used to average 4.5 hours. Oh, Maja being at 0 MP is so annoying here. I can't even tell you how annoying it is. Because we need the burst damage. That's the problem. Anyway, what was I saying? It used to take us 4.5 hours to complete 80 floors. No arc skills. Okay. That's awesome. This is really, 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 really annoying, y'all. I can't do any of my setup. So we're actually going to get a little bodied here. Hey, let's just deal with it, shall we? Let's just deal with it like men. Like a strong, independent person. Let's just handle it. Right? We're not a boy. We're a man. We can handle this. It's just kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, here's what we can do. We can at least do a WAP. Finally. If Lilibet will cast. And stop getting broken out of her cast. Please. Baron's gonna start doing his special. Or no, I think we killed him. Nope, Zuglis is gonna start doing his special. Please, 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 please. Okay, thank you. That could have been very annoying, and luckily it wasn't, because these units, these enemies are very notorious for just spamming specials if you don't kill them fast enough, but it's done, everyone. Thank goodness gracious. Click it and just close to the browser window. You don't have to actually tweet anything, still gives you the recover. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I forgot that that's a thing. Luckily we didn't need to do it. Would have been really handy. What's the total amount of crystals you can get from a single complete tower run? That is a great question that I don't have the answer for. And I'm kind of sad that I don't know off the top. Congratulations! I feel like Post Malone himself is singing to me. Beautiful. Floor, 90. Done. Buddha. Let's go ahead and check my fears. Oh, my gosh. It's very scary. Very scary every time I look at ranks. Still holding number 1. Still getting bodied. Just absolutely bodied in Super League. It's great. Love it. I actually had a pretty decent arena defense team. I was probably winning on an average of 40 to 60% of the time. And then I changed it thinking I was clever. And now I've like lost every single defensive match. So it just kind of sucks. So I will try and find out that information for you. Or someone may know in Discord. So that's probably the place to ask, since your boy Buddha is lacking that crystal information. But guys, that's all I got for you this time. Thank y'all for jumping into this spontaneous stream with me. We got Tower of Trials done for the month, right? Check that off the to-do list for our monthly tasks. We play these games like it's just part of our work life. It's actually insane, the psychology behind it. But I don't think I have to tell any of y'all, like, subscribe, bell notifications. If you are interested in the NFT gaming space, don't forget to go check out Nifty Buddha. We've got a couple videos up over there, and I do plan on making some more as soon as we're able to secure a dub in this time trial. But that's all I got for you this time, guys. Y'all know what we say. Work hard, play hard. See you in the next live stream.